What's up, Bucks on Fire? This is Tiger, and I'm actually going to do a bonus Bucks free agency report video on Trevon Duval because I realized there are a few points I did not cover, which I meant to cover in my first video. Okay, this was not meant to be a two-part series, but I'm just going to call this a bonus because I want to throw in a few more points. Okay, so I meant to cover in my first video. Where am I going here? Oh, there we go. Trevon, I think it is. Trevon Duval, who Trevon Duval compares to. I meant to cover this, okay? And I just want to talk about this really quick. So, you might call me crazy, but the truth is, like, you got to realize when people make comparisons like this, like, you know, to a degree, it's like, you can always say someone might be crazy when they're comparing, like, you know, an upcoming rookie or something to, like, a young player, or specifically a upcoming promising rookie to a current veteran NBA player. You got to realize that when people do that, when sports analysts do that, when bloggers, YouTubers, podcasters do that, we're not actually saying that this guy is as good as that guy right now. We're saying that if you compare them based on where they were at as a prospect, at basically the same age or at the same point in their basketball career, we're just talking about them being comparable, okay? And that's all I'm going to say about Trevon Duval with Russell Westbrook. You know, it's a stretch to say that he could be Russell Westbrook right now, you know. Even though Westbrook is a bit overrated, but he's still an amazing basketball player. Regardless if he's the most positively winning impact player there is. He's not. You know, he's a ball hog, super high usage, like the highest usage player in the NBA, and he doesn't affect team wins. He doesn't help his team win as much as other superstars. Whatever. You would love to have Russell Westbrook on your team, no matter you know what your roster is. It doesn't really matter, right? But all I'm saying is like when Russell Westbrook was a rookie, and based on his combine scores and even his college career, the dude that the Milwaukee Bucks just signed compares to Russell Westbrook at this point in their development, in this point of their careers, extremely well. And in fact, he actually trumps him in multiple areas. Okay? So let's look at that in just a minute. I'm going to look at the combine metrics that they both posted at their own respective combines. Okay? But let's go to actually, I don't have Westbrook's college career stats pulled up. Whatever, that doesn't matter. Really, what I wanted to show you was this, because Duval only played one season anyways. It'd be really hard to compare. Wouldn't really be fair. But just understand that, you know, like Westbrook, I think, okay, so Westbrook, I believe, went to UCLA. Let me double check that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I just double checked, yeah. I was pretty sure it was UCLA. So Westbrook went to UCLA. So that's a big school, right? Guess what? Duke is an even bigger school. So they both had the college. They both went to prestigious schools, and actually Duval clearly got a scholarship, most likely, to the better school. Duke is top 3 most coveted, basketball school. Like, they might be the most prolific basketball university there ever has been. I mean, you can put North Carolina and Kentucky in there, and maybe a couple other schools too, but like those 3 are probably the most prolific universities. So they attract the best talent. And Trevon Duval was a top point guard recruit. He was number 1 for a while. Okay, and sure, his first year at Duke wasn't amazing, um, for a lot of reasons, but he had to leave. He had to leave because Duke has a big time recruiting class coming in. They have like Zion Williamson and other big name guys coming in, and he would just get overshadowed again. Like he should have just went to a different school where he could shine more. Because as good as he was as a prospect, guess what? They had other even bigger names. So that kind of sucks. And plus the fit, the playing style wasn't there. Like sometimes these guys, these schools, they just attract talent. It's not like they're looking at fit necessarily. They're just throwing out scholarship offers to the best names. It doesn't matter because they're only there for 1 year anyway. So, but yeah, let's look at the combine metrics here. So let's start. Wait, let's go. Okay, so let's go up to. Okay, so I showed you in the last video that Trevon Duval, basically killed his own class in metrics based on strength and athleticism. All really good scores. Let's actually compare some of these numbers, okay? So let's start with lane agility time, okay? So lane agility means you're sprinting and then changing directions. Sprinting, changing directions. That's what it is. You can look it up on YouTube, okay? 10.98 was Westbrook's score. Duval's score was 10.93, so he beats him there, okay? Shuttle run, 3.09, and actually this one was not tested then, okay? But that was a really good score, so I don't think Westbrook probably would time as well on that. No, he's very quick, but I think he's more somewhat of an intermediate, like, speed agility guy. He's not like he's okay. He's really explosive, but he may be not quite as quick. Do you see what I'm saying? Regardless, that's a heck of a score to match up with. So even if we call it a tie there, even if Westbrook is that quick, which naturally you might think that he is, but I don't know, man. I'm not so sure. Like, he's super explosive, but Westbrook is not one of the best defenders in the league, and a lot of that probably has to do with effort, but I don't know that he is elite in terms of lateral agility. All of his highlight dunks and drives to the rim probably just make you think that he's elite athletically in every way. That's not necessarily the case, and that's not necessarily true. Moving on. Okay. 3/4 sprint. 3.18. Or 3.18 seconds. Okay. That's for Duval. Okay. Russell Westbrook, see what I mean? He has a really good top end speed. Like he could book, man. That's why he's so good in transition. 3.08. Let's stay here. So standing vert, 30 flat, 30 inches flat, and 36.5 inches on the max vert. Okay. Look at this. Duval was 34 inches flat and 41.5 inches flat on the max vert. You got to understand that your jumping metrics, that means leg explosion. That means like I'm pretty sure that really affects your first step. Like your basically your quad muscle, your quad strength, your ability to it's pretty simple. Leg explosion, first step. That's huge. So already you can see that Duval tested better at his combine than Westbrook overall. 6 bench reps to I think it was 12. Yeah, so Westbrook is stronger in the upper body, but really Duval's agility metrics trump Westbrook's, and that's why I think he has a higher ceiling in terms of being a better defender And Westbrook wasn't a great shooter in college. He still isn't a great shooter. So they're very similar, man. They're very similar players coming out of college. And I'd argue that Duval is a way better ball handler than Westbrook coming out of high school, college. Westbrook isn't a bad ball handler, but he relies on his athleticism, big time. I'm telling you, the Bucks might have drafted the closest thing to a Russell Westbrook that we've seen. This guy literally compares to him so well in so many different ways. So I'm really excited. Even though he can't shoot, he's got time to work on it. And being in the G League, potentially for 2 years on a two-way contract with the Bucks could be a really good thing, because it just means that you're just there to work on fundamental skills and develop. Where in the NBA, you can get stashed on the bench and you don't get to develop as well. You don't get minutes. So I'm telling you, be excited. This guy could really be something special. I really hope to see him in a Bucks uniform this season. I think he's going to get minutes. If we have any injury issues at the guard position, or maybe if this guy's just killing it, they might be like, you know what, let's get him in a couple games, see what he can do. He's on a two-way contract, so they have 45 days to bring him up. So we'll see him. We'll see him with the Bucks probably for 45 days. I think that's how many days they get total. So, stay tuned. I'm going to keep a close eye on this guy. Peace out, Tiger.